Today we're doing something a little bit different, a bit more personal. We are doing a mukbang. So I've ordered from my local Caribbean, and I have ordered, what did I order? Fried dumplings, boneless sea bass, kalalu, I can't say it. Kalalu with vegetable, fried plantain and bami. And the reason I love Caribbean food is because a lot of it is gluten-free. So it's got no wheat in it, which is something that I'm intolerant to, but I still kind of eat anyway. So I will be answering questions on becoming a makeup artist and the tea of the makeup community and all of that while I'm eating. So I'm going to start off with my fish and veg. I'm so hungry. I saved myself so that I could do this with you guys. And I feel like I'm health. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is so much health. Right? Okay. Let's find some questions. Also, I've never tried a dumpling before. I feel like this definitely has wheat in it. So I won't have too much of it. Tastes good. I asked on my Instagram, questions do you have about the industry? What do you want to know? Is there anything about becoming a makeup artist that's like scary or just anything? So here we go, I've got them on my phone and I will answer them. What do you consider to be the best way to learn quickly? The best way to learn quickly with anything is through practice. So I worked on makeup counters for years, and that's the best and the quickest way to learn, because you're constantly around different customers, different types of customers, different skin types, different skin tones, and honestly, like, I can now colour match someone just literally by looking at them. I can make their colour foundation on my hand. I always suggest to new makeup artists to always work on a counter first, because that's the best way to meet a whole range of clientele, and also to build your kit up. I do not eat like a lady, I'm so sorry guys. Freaking starving. How long did it take for business to pick up for you? So I didn't leave MAC until I knew that I could roughly at least make the same amount that I would be making on counter, because it got to a point when I was at MAC I ended up losing out on making more money. So when you get to that point, then you're like, okay, I can leave. But the thing is, it swings and roundabouts, because you're self-employed. So there's going to be really quiet weeks and there's going to be really busy weeks. And it's also word of mouth. Like, once someone tells someone and that person tells someone else and they post about and they use you a few times, that's when your name will get out. So it does take time. It's not a straight away thing. I get loads of like 18, 17-year-olds like, oh, why can't I make it big? Like, I'm not big at all. I'm not anywhere where I need to be. Why can't I make it big? And I'm like, oh sweetie, you're so young. Just chill. Like, just have practice. Chill. What lighting do you use for your client pictures? I love your makeup looks. And that's from Rana Beauty. Thank you, baby girl. So the lighting I use, it depends. Sometimes it's studio light, sometimes it's ring light, sometimes it's glam core. It really does depend. Sometimes it's just natural lighting, and to be honest, the best lighting is natural lighting. I was trying to take pictures today for a brand, and at the moment there's only like 2 hours of sunshine in Britain. It's so annoying, and I couldn't get a good picture. Like, because there wasn't any sunlight. Like, studio lighting is just not the one sometimes. What is your favourite piece of face on the clients? My favourite piece is probably skin, because you can completely leave the house with just your skin done and you still will look like a Hollywood movie star. Whereas leave with just your eyes done and it looks like you have been punched in the face. And also, who doesn't love healthy, glowy looking skin? What's a good BB for a bit of coverage over acne? The thing is, I wouldn't use BB over acne. If you want coverage, you're not really going to use a BB. I know that Bobbi Brown had a really nice one. I think it was a CC or a BB. But you're going to need concealer. It's not going to be enough if you want it to cover. This is really good, guys. Also, I'm eating everything with hummus. Like, I know that's like not normal, but I'm Greek, so such is life. I don't think I can have a meal without hummus. Hummus makes the world go round. How do you know how to highlight qualities of each person? Highlight qualities of each person. Well, each person is very individual, and it's like, what is most striking to you? Like, if someone's got these beautiful big eyes, of course you want to highlight that. If someone's got like a beautiful skin, you want to highlight that by making it nice and glowy. If someone's got amazing lips, you're going to want gloss, you're going to want the attention drawn to that. It's very personal on each individual, but also what that individual feels most confident about. Like, you'll have some clients with beautiful big lips, like, please don't draw attention to them. So you have to tailor it to them as well. Listen to your client always. What was your process of becoming a makeup artist, building a good client list? P.S. You're gorgeous. Oh, Kayra, you're beautiful. Thank you. So my process of becoming a makeup artist was, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. The only thing that made me happy was putting makeup on. And it got to a point where people would ask me to do their makeup. And I almost got fired from one of my jobs. I was a receptionist. I was very terrible. Honestly, I don't blame them for wanting to fire me. I was terrible. But because like all I would do is just like try different makeup looks at the front desk. Like, I'm such an idiot. Who does that? Me. I do that. Anyway. So then I was like, oh my god, I enjoy this. Like, this is actually a thing. Like, when I was growing up, being a makeup artist wasn't a job. I told my parents, I said, I'm going to train to be a makeup artist, and they said, no, you're not. And I was like, well, yes, I am. I went and got professionally trained, and then I worked years on counter, and then I only went freelance about 2 years ago. Sorry guys, my camera died halfway through, and you missed my eating of plantain. Nevertheless, we shall go on. I literally filmed the whole thing, and then I realised my camera died halfway through. Oh, fantastic. Okay, this one's from Emily. What is the hardest thing about being a makeup artist? I still feel like, even though there is a lot of awareness about the creative industry, I still feel like we're disregarded, like it's not a real job. But all the adverts you see on TV wouldn't happen without us, and without any of the creative industry wouldn't happen without the people filming, without the people doing the sets, without the people, you know, doing the lighting. I feel like we aren't taken into consideration as a serious job, which is really annoying, because we work hard, really hard. I mean, I know that every industry works hard, but we do. And also another hard thing is not knowing when your next income's going to come in, because you're self-employed. Again, you're self-employed. One minute you're busy, next minute you're quiet, and it's learning. The hardest part is learning to be okay when you're quiet, learning to not question yourself. Am I in the right career? Am I crap? Am I this? Am I that? Learning that in the quiet there's still things to do. That is the hardest thing, and not taking it personally, which is very hard. I just got my mint tea. What was your process of building your client base? Obviously I worked makeup counters, so that built a rapport with some returning customers who would always ask for me, and then obviously Instagram and word of mouth and just networking. Get yourself invited to events. You know, you have to put yourself out there. Please start a YouTube channel. Girl, I'm here! And this is from Lena. I'm here, so hopefully you guys like it. Are you going to do your own makeup on your wedding day? I believe yes, purely because I'm very fussy. Like, it's not to say that I'm the best makeup artist, I'm very much not, but I know how I like my makeup. So unless it's someone I really trust, I think it's gonna have to be me. I've always wanted to get into doing makeup, but where I don't know where to begin. Just start. Just start practice on your mum, practice on your brother, practice on your boyfriend, practice on anyone, and just put yourself out there. Like, you're always going to get people hating. Like, just do you. As long as you know you work hard and you know you've got your passion, that will get you through anything. Did you assist? This is and is it something you would recommend? If so, I did assist, I still do assist, and I would definitely recommend it. Number one, it brings about experience. Number two, it brings about networking. And number three, you're learning from someone who's got more experience than you, and that is immeasurable. You won't get paid, or if you're lucky, you might get paid a small amount and get your travel covered. But the experience you will get is what training did you do and how did you start? Did you invest money in? Did you have to invest money in? So I did have to invest money, obviously. The course, I did a makeup course, and that was, I don't know how long, it was quite a while. And then obviously my kit was expensive as well. Like, a kit is about what, 15-20 grand? If you think one foundation is £46. One. Imagine how many foundations we have. Imagine how many palettes we have. So yes, you definitely have to invest, but that's why it's important to work on counters, because then you get your discounts. How do you clean your brushes in between clients? I hate it, girl. You will never ever learn to enjoy cleaning brushes. Well, at least I don't ever enjoy it. But in between, I have some IPA fluid, which is isopropyl alcohol, which kills all the bacteria, and I put it in little spray bottles. So I carry that around with me. So I have plenty of brushes anyway, but if there's a brush that I need that's been used, I'll spray it with the IPA, clean it, and then put it on the client. There's also brush cleaners that you can just quickly spot clean with, but they're not like very antibacterial, so I'd rather just do it with the IPA, even though they do dry your bristles out, which is why it is very important to make sure that you properly clean your brushes at the end of the day. Tips on how to get discovered. Girl, I wish I knew, because I would be at like 2 million. Unfortunately, I am not. So I can't really give you that many tips, just consistency and tag the brands that you use, really. Favourite brightening loose powder. I don't really use a lot of like brightening per se powders because they have flashback. Like, I do love the Givenchy brightening powder, but when I have a flashback it goes white under the eye, and I'm not really here for that. I like to brighten the under eye with like Benite Fair or my Laura Mercier translucent powder. That kind of does the job. Not relevant, but what is your lip combo, your go-to lip combo? So at the moment, my go-to lip combo is Sweet Tea by Morphe, which is impossible to get your hands on. Constantly sold out, annoying. And then like a lighter colour, like Kim Kardashian West in the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, or Clouds in My Coffee by MAC, or like Peach Stock, just anything that's like quite nude. And then I kind of like dab it together. But this that I've got on now is Soar with Clouds in My Coffee. So, and gentle ladies and gentlemen, that comes to the end of our mukbang and makeup questions. If you do have any other questions, please don't hesitate to comment underneath my pictures or DM me or whatever. I try and respond to everyone. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day. Lots of love, and please like and subscribe.